The Kiswah is produced in several large pieces, each running 14 meters in length and 101 centimeters in width. Here, each of the four sides is sewn separately according to the length of each side. When pieces are sewn together, extra care is paid to keep the designs on them intact and continuous. Next, the Kiswah is lined with cotton material pieces that have the same length and width of the Kiswah. The joining is done by an automated sewing machine that has a working bench extending 16 meters. It thus could be considered the biggest sewing machine in the world. It is automatically controlled and specially provided with two laser equipment that can determine the correct placing of materials during the process. The sewing machine can join the Kiswah fabric with the lining at the same time by sewing a cotton strap that runs along their length behind them. The lining and strap give the Kiswah an indent strength while being hung on Kaabah. On the top side of the Kiswah rope, rings or knots are sewn to the fabric. The embroidered belt and the other designs underneath it are fastened from each side of them to the Kiswah fabric by other automated sewing machines. Besides applying stringent procedures for quality assurance in every production phase, a final quality check is performed by a special committee at the factory before donning the Kaabah with the new Kiswah. The committee makes sure that all embroidered pieces are fitted in their correct places and that the measurements of Kiswah as a whole and in pieces are accurate as intended. On the first day of Dhul Hijjah every year, a ceremony is held for the handing over of the new Kiswah to the senior custodian of the Haram Mosque by the General President for the Haram Mosque and Prophet Mosque Affairs. He also turns over a pouch for the safekeeping of Kaabah key. On one side of the pouch is embroidered the Quranic verse, "God command you to render back your trusts to those whom they are due." And on the other side, made by the order of the custodian of the two holy mosques. Just after the dawn of the 9th day of Dhul Hijjah, or the standing day on Arafat, the new Kiswah is taken to the Holy Makkah Haram Mosque to be installed on Kaabah. On that day, specialist craftsmen are lifted by an electric crane to the roof of the Kaabah where the Kiswah side pieces are sewn together. Each side of the Kiswah is lifted and rolled to the Kaabah roof where it is firmly fastened and pushed down to open on the side of the Kaabah. After all sides of Kaabah are closed, the corners of the adjoining sides are sewn together. Finally, the Kaabah door curtain is installed. With the new Kiswah completely installed, the Kaabah looks spiritually enchanting. On 4th of Rabi' al-Thani 1403, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia presented the Kaabah door curtain as a gift to the United Nations headquarters on behalf of the Islamic world. It was a symbolic gesture confirming the universality of Islam and its message to mankind. The gift was presented in a special ceremony patronized by the United Nations Secretary General, the Kingdom's Ambassador to the United States, the Kingdom's Permanent Representative at the United Nations, and an official of the Kaabah Kiswah factory.
نالت الكعبة المشرفة على مر الأيام والعصور والتاريخ.
In all ages, in fact throughout history, Kaabah has been loved and revered like no other place of worship or spiritual institution in the world. Sovereigns, kings and sultans have vied for the honor of serving and clothing it. But only in this Saudi reign, it has been specially provided with a Kiswah factory for clothing it, which was set up in the holy city of Mecca. The government of the custodian of the two holy mosques has spared no funds, time or effort for development of its production of Kiswah. And for that reason, the factory's production processes have been changed from craft-based activity to a mechanical one using state-of-the-art technology. The factory welcomes large numbers of visiting dignitaries, crowds of pilgrims, and many male and female university students, as well as pupils coming from all over the kingdom.
وكذلك من داخل المملكة من طلاب وطالبات الجامعات والمدارس.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة لا إله إلا الله
Visitors to the British Museum will have noticed unique demonstrations of the textile weaving by Hassan Ahmed Alwani, the master weaver from Dar al-Kiswa in Mecca, revealing the art of producing the richly embroidered textiles that are used to cover Kaabah, the holiest shrine of Islam. The master Alwani, with more than 30 years experience, meticulously laces the needlework to produce a breathtaking artwork with such a high precision and dedication. Mr. Alwani pointed that it is a hard work on eyes and back by sitting for too long. But I am honored to do this work that many people hope to do. People have shown great interest to know the stages of making the silky Kaabah cover. The embroidery works is the most visible feature of the Kiswah that involved using gilded silver and gold wire threads. It is a manual operation executed in such design and Arabic calligraphy patterns by craftsmen of high skill and artistic taste. Embroidering this piece of Kaabah Kiswah in front of visitors is a rare opportunity in London, said the director of Islamic Center, Dr. Ahmed Dubiyan, as you really have to go to the factory to know how it is made. Embroidering the embossed calligraphic style of some verses of the Holy Quran with different kind of stitches is part of a long process that takes 10 months or more before the Kiswah is ready to put on the Kaabah every year on the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, when pilgrims stand on Arafat. Mustafa Zaru, Al Arabiya,